you to think back to your very first love letter. What grade were you in? How did it make you feel? What type of memory does this paint in your mind? Take a few seconds to think about that. Or if you don't need time to think about it and you're thinking, Tanya, I remember I was in 6th grade sitting in my biology class and someone slipped me a letter, and when I opened it up, it said, I like you. Do you like me? Yes or no? Then it had a second question. Will you be my girlfriend? Yes or no? Guys, I know for some of you're thinking, girl, nobody really writes love letters like that. I don't know about you, but when I was in middle school, that's all we were doing. Check yes, check no. If this video sounds intriguing to you already, go ahead and stick around because today we are going to talk about a perfume and briefly discuss how it unfolds with a love letter. Hello, good people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tanya Felice, and here on this channel, we chat about all things fragrance, beauty, love, life, and whatever else we decide to chat about. Guys, if you're my returning friends, welcome. I'm so happy you're here today. Today, we are diving into the house of Vilhelm Perfumes with the fragrance called Dear Polly. So, guys, Vilhelm Parfumes. How in the world did I stumble across this beautiful niche fragrance line? Well, I was up shopping at one of my favorite perfume stores, and all of a sudden, well, first, let me say this. I went to purchase Inicio's Rehab. I was sold on Rehab. I wasn't going for anything else. I was tunnel vision, beelined it to Rehab, and when I got in the store, in classic Tanya fashion, I started to look around, see if I saw anything new. And at this particular store, they are a niche fragrance house, so they often will flip the store and add new fragrances. Well, when I walked into the door, made a right over to where all the Inicio fragrances were, I see a cute little yellow bottle on the counter. And so I look over and I'm like, oh, why are you calling my name? Yellow is one of my colors. It screams life. And guys, I'm all about life, okay? So I go over, pick up the bottle, smell it, and all of a sudden I'm perplexed. I'm shook. I'm confused because I came for Rehab and I was about to leave with something else. So guys, needless to say, I never got Rehab because I ended up picking up Vilhelm Dear Polly. Let me say this, guys. I am a tea drinker. I will drink tea in the morning. I will drink tea in the noon, and I will drink tea at night. Whenever I want tea, I pick it up. Something I've noticed about myself during this fragrance journey is that I love a great tea note. I love a great fig note. Well, guys, what pulled me into this fragrance was the fact that it had tea in it. Now, this is not your everyday tea scent. This is not just the scent you pick up when you want to spray on because you just want to feel kind of cozy and comfy. Now, I will get into where you can use it for those purposes, but no, this is another kind of tea scent, and we definitely need to chat about it. I'll tell you, what does a love letter have to do with this fragrance? Well, I'm about to tell you. So the perfumer of this fragrance decided to write his wife a love letter, but through scent. So he used his images, he used his sensory thinking to express how he feels about her everyday actions, her everyday motions, and how he feels about her in that manner. So this fragrance is a love letter to his wife. This is a fragrance that's inspired by, whether we are near or far, this is a one that both he and she can wear to remember each other. Like I said, near or far, wherever you are, spritz this on and it immediately evolves a storm of feelings as it pertains to our love for one another. Now, who's not here for a great love story? Because I know that I am. If you're here for a great love story, if you love your own love story that you have with your honey or your boo or your husband or your wifey, whoever you have a love story with, if you're here for a good love story, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, guys, so here is the box that it comes in. Guys, this fragrance is a cute little cylinder, guys. And so for me, like I said, I'm a lover of all things brightly colored. I love the way that this is packaged. So guys, of course, you pull it out and here is the scent. Of course, it's a magnetic top, so goes right back on. Guys, let me tell you what this made me feel like. This fragrance makes me think about waking up on a cool spring day to the smell, oh God, this smells so good, to the smell of a nice crisp apple pie baking in the oven, the smell of fresh green atmosphere, not green cut grass, but just like a green outside atmosphere where things are blooming nicely. And then it turns down into the night, a good spring night where there's a little breeze coming through. You just feel so beautiful. This is this scent. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous scent. And I mean this. Okay, guys, so let me tell you a little bit about the notes, because let me tell you where I get this crisp apple pie from. So this fragrance opens up with top notes of bergamot and green apple. So that's where that nice crisp comes from. You know, when you have a red apple, you get kind of a sweeter scent. And although this has a touch of sweetness to it, it's a ripeness and a crisp, kind of like just that spring morning, that first when you first open your eyes, you let up the window or you step outside. It's just the freshness that evolves throughout your body. And then you have mid notes of black tea, and you have bottom notes of black amber, oak moss, and musk. Now, when you get to the tea in this scent, guys, it's a black tea, so it has kind of a sweeter tone to it. But then once the musk and the amber and the oak moss start to work its way in there, guys, it creates a sensuality in the bottom or the closing of this scent. This is so beautiful because of the opening. This is not your regular tea scent. Oftentimes I could put on a tea scent and it could be very linear, but it'll be absolutely beautiful, but just still a very linear, a very calming scent, something that I kind of want to cozy up with. This one can be that cozy up scent after it dries down, after it's kind of hung around for a while. But this is this scent that you put on when you say, I'm going for high tea in the evening. A lot of times when people think of high tea, they think about, oh, we're doing 12 or 1. But no, technically those high tea moments are afternoon and evening dinners, okay? Think about going to a very luxurious high tea. You know, you may have a 5 to 7 course meal, and at the end of the meal, they're serving some level of tea to wind down that night, to comfort you, to calm you, and just to make you feel at ease. This is this fragrance. This is a fragrance that I want to get on my airplane to, travel over to England somewhere, honey, and sit at the table with the queen, and we're sipping on the finest tea. This is the type of tea scent we have here. For me, I can say that it has a perplexity to it, but then it has a sensuality to it that's warm, intriguing, peculiar, but at the same time, it's familiar. It's still the familiar scent of tea, but it's tea done with a little bit of spice to it, guys. This, dear Polly, I feel like it paints the picture for me, because it makes me think of me as a woman waking up in the morning, going to grab my tea and just kind of enveloping it throughout my day, guys. This is this scent. If you need or were looking for a new tea scent, this is it, guys. Even if you're saying, tea is boring, tea isn't really my thing, I would suggest that you get some samples of this fragrance because it is tea done so differently. It's a very classy type tea. It's a very elegant type tea fragrance. This is royalty. This is the tea of the royals, okay? This is, you know, I think it was a show that used to come on and it was called Royals or something. And they would all sit down in their beautiful gowns and, you know, tuxedos and just dress to the absolute nines and tens. And they would all be having tea like, you know, fancy ladies would do. Guys, this is that scent. This is that scent that I might want to pull out for that nighttime tea. This scent comes in 3 sizes. Guys, I have the 50 ml in which runs about $150. Then they have the 100 ml in which is $245. And then they also have a roller ball for which is $90, guys. Something that I'll say about this fragrance house is that he has some really great choices in fragrances. I've seen people talk about his mango scent. The mango scent would be perfect for the spring and summertime. And then I have one, Dirty Velvet here. It's a little bit masculine for me, not quite my thing, but it's still a beautiful scent. I could tell that it's a very much so quality scent. Another one that I absolutely love that you might want to get your hands on if you're thinking, Tanya, tea isn't my thing. You might even want to try out Morning Chest. It's another clean, beautiful unisex scent, guys. I'll also say that they actually have a discovery pack in which you can get about 6 different fragrances, but those discovery packs right now are sold out, so you may want to go online and put your name on a wait list. Guys, that's my brief summary of Vilhelm's Dear Polly. What better time than to write a love letter with memories and thoughts of your favorite love than by grabbing Dear Polly. Even if you're writing that love letter for yourself, honey, even if you're writing how much you love yourself, why not spritz on this fragrance to give yourself a burst of energy, okay? So, guys, that's all for now. Leave it in the comments if you've ever smelled Dear Polly. What was your thoughts on this fragrance? How did it make you feel? I want to collaborate with you. I want to know more about any tea scents that you have. If you don't have this scent, tell me a little bit about a tea scent that you've had experience with. And not only that, to let me know that you stayed to the end of this video. Tell me whether or not you are a tea or a coffee drinker. Guys, that's all for now, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye now. Let's stay connected on Instagram at It's Perfectly Peachy.